Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk about database privileges. This is the second video from Access Control Privileges playlist. Privileges are granted to roles and roles are granted to users. This is very important in Snowflake. Role is very important and users are you know to log in just. So whatever the roles have been assigned to particular user, based on that role user can perform operations. To specify the operations that users can perform on objects in the system, your system is nothing but account. Inside the account, if you want to perform, so your roles are very important in Snowflake. Here are the list of database privileges. We'll see one by one. Privilege, usage privilege, and what is the use of this privilege. Usage enables using a database. Additional privileges are required to view or take actions on objects in the database. With that usage, you cannot do anything, just use database like that only. That is the one privilege. And second one is the monitor privilege or grant. Enables performing the describe command on the database. As you know that if you have a table, if you want to see the structure of your table, then we generally use the describe command. Similar way, if you want to use the for database, then monitor privilege has been assigned to role. That role has been assigned to user. The third one is the modify. Enables altering any settings of a database. Assume that you have created a database by using the sysadmin role, and then in generally once you create the database by using the sysadmin, we can transfer that database ownership to another service ELT engineer or service ELT FR role, another role. So after that, we may need to do some changes or something like changing the time travel uh, period like that. So if you want to modify those things, then modify privilege is required. Fourth one is create schema. Enables creating a schema in database, including cloning a schema. After creating the database based on the usage, you may need to create a one or more schemas. So to do that, create schema privilege has been assigned to role. The fifth one, imported privileges. Enables roles other than owning role to access a shared database. Applies only to shared database. This particular imported privilege is only applicable to shared database. In this video, I am not going to show you this as part of demo. Next one, all or all privileges. Grant all privileges except ownership on a database. So instead of giving one by one, usage, monitor, modify, create schema, you can use the all keyword, so that all above 5 roles have been assigned to that particular role. This is the all. Except, please note that except ownership. Yeah. Last one, ownership. Transfers ownership of a database, which grants full control over the database. So once you transfer the ownership, so you are the current owner, and then you transfer ownership to another role, then you cannot do anything. You will not at all having any roles. Note Note that changing of the properties of database, including comments, requires the ownership privilege for the database. So to change the comments, you require the ownership privilege for the database. Let's get into demo, or say we'll see the same in action. To start demo, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the sysadmin role and security admin role, and I'm going to create the another user defined role to show you all these related to database privileges. Now what I'm going to do by using the sysadmin, please note that in the sheet name I have mentioned the sysadmin, whatever I am going to do with the sysadmin. So you can notice, you can observe the okay, sheet name sysadmin. So use role sysadmin, statement executed successfully. Now what I'm going to do, let me create a database. Create or replace database name ew underscore dev. Now database has been created. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let me see what are all grants on this database. Show grants on database. If you see here, only one, because privilege ownership is there. So ownership means having all the, if you have a ownership privilege, that means all privileges are exist. So here database granted on database name edw, granted to role sysadmin, and granted by also sysadmin. Okay, so this is the one thing. Now what I'm going to do, let me create a role and then user. So to do that, in Snowflake, if you want to create a role or users, you have to use the security admin, or some cases you can use the new privilege, user admin privilege also. Here I am going to use the security admin. So let me use the role. Okay, so yeah, statement executed successfully. Now what I'm going to do, create or replace role dev underscore service underscore elt underscore fr. So I am going to assign the, or I'm going to give the all privileges to, one by one privileges to this role. That's why I have created dev underscore service underscore elt underscore fr. Fr is another functional role something. Grant usage on database. Now what I'm going to do, we have a created the role. Now before executing this grant, anyhow let me remove this one here. Now let me create a user. Create or replace user1. This is the, I will change anyhow this one after this video. I will drop this schema, user1 and password. So let me create this user. Yeah, so user1 successfully created. Now what I am going to do, let me log in using this user one which created newly. So to do that, what I am going to do, here stay. Okay, yeah, let me open new, and then here user one. Yeah, minimize this one. This is the instructions. Very first time you log into, you will be seeing this. After that you cannot see. So now what I am going to do, so use, by default I have given public role. So for this user one, now we'll see from this list only DemoDB, Snowflake underscore sample data, and util underscore DB databases there. Whatever you have created just now, EW underscore Joe, you cannot see, not that. So you cannot see. So now what I'm going to do, let me give the assign the role which has been created just now, service eltfr role dev service fl, to this user, and then we will check it out. Okay, now go back to this one. Okay, grant role from the security admin, I am going to executing the grant role. Here grant role, here role name dev engineer to user1. Okay, this is the command to, okay, statement executed successfully. Now please note that we haven't okay, assigned any privileges to this role. Okay, now what I'm going to do, now let me check use role dev underscore service underscore FLT here. So now run command. So still with this role also connect. Now what I'm going to do, let me go back to here sysadmin role. Now I'm going to provide one by one role. So yeah, here what, grant first usage role. Okay, usage privilege. So grant usage on database edw underscore dev underscore to role. Yeah, so grant usage on database edw underscore dev to role which has been created just now. So this one. Okay, statement executed successfully. Now I am going to this one. See, now use the database. You refresh now, you will be seeing new database which has created edw underscore dev. So this is the one thing. So yeah, create or replace user one and password. So let me create this user. Yeah, so user one successfully created. Now what I am going to do, let me log in using this user one which created newly. So to do that, what I am going to do here, stay. Okay, yeah, let me open new, and then here user one. Yeah, minimize this one. This is the instructions. Very first time you log into, you will be seeing this. After that you cannot see. So now what I'm going to do, so use, by default I've given public role. So for this user one, now we'll see from this list only DemoDB, Snowflake underscore sample data, and util underscore DB databases there. Whatever we have created just now, EW underscore Joe, you cannot see, not that. So you cannot see. So now what I'm going to do, let me give the assign the role which has been created just now, service ELTFR role, dev service FL to this user, and then we will check it out. Okay, now go back to this one. Okay, grant role from the security admin. I am going to executing the grant role. Here grant role, here role name dev engineer to user one. Okay, this is the command to, okay, statement executed successfully. Now please note that we haven't okay, assigned any privileges to this role. Okay, now what I'm going to do, now let me check use role dev underscore service underscore FLT. Yeah, so now run command. So still with this role also connect. Now what I'm going to do, let me go back to here sysadmin role. Now I'm going to provide one by one role. So yeah, here what, grant first usage role. Okay, usage privilege. So grant usage on database edw underscore dev underscore to role. Yeah, so grant usage on database edw underscore dev to role which has been created just now. So this one, okay, statement executed successfully. Now I am going to this one. See, now use the database. You refresh now, you will be seeing new database which has created edw underscore dev. So this is the one thing. So let me do one thing. Now I can use the database. So use database because usage privilege has been assigned to dev underscore service eltfr. Now let me describe database edw underscore dev. So now this is not required. Now let me increase the, yeah, let me zoom so that, so you describe database name. SQL, we got the error. SQL access control error, insufficient privilege to operate on database edw underscore dev. So to execute this command by using the dev underscore service etl fr role, we there is one privilege. That privilege has to be assigned to this one. So now let me go back to sysadmin tab. Here monitor privilege. So grant monitor on database edw to role dev engine. So now let me execute. So statement executed successfully. Now let me again jump onto, okay, user. Okay, here if you see, describe database name. Earlier we got the error. After monitor role has been assigned, now desc database edw underscore dev. See, this time we didn't get error. We got the, okay, created on name and kind of schema. So this is the all about monitor. Now what I'm going to do, let me create a schema from the user one by using the role service SLT. So SQL access control error, insufficient privilege to operate on database edw underscore dev. So what I'm going to do to overcome this issue, so we need to give a create schema privilege to the role dev underscore service eltfr. So grant create schema on database name to role name. So let me execute this role. Yeah, statement executed successfully. Now let me jump to user. Let me use here a role name or user. Yeah, after create schema privilege has been assigned to this role. Now let me create a schema called main. Okay, so schema main successfully created. Now I can describe, because the owner, who is the owner of this schema, now dev underscore service underscore eltfr. So we can describe, and we no need to explicitly give the usage privilege on on this schema. So if you are going to assign this database to somebody, this schema someone else, then to other user, other role, then you have to give the usage, grant usage on schema name, database name dot schema. Now what I'm going to do, let me try to modify one of the you know yeah, let me modify one of the, yeah, see here alter database. Before that, what are all the privilege, I mean parameters are there related to this database? So here if you see, these are all few properties are there. So comments also is there, you can update the comments, this is the extra properties. So you can change these properties also. So to do that, alter database ew underscore dev set data retention time in days, this is the, okay, to change the time travel default. Now one is there, okay, if you see here default one is there. So now let me change to another value like a 2. So to do, okay, here SQL access control error, insufficient privilege to operate on database EDW. So to overcome this one, you need to assign the modify privilege. Now let me go back to sysadmin role, grant modify on database EDW underscore dev to this one, modify. Statement executed successfully. Now what I am going to do, let me go back to here, show, yeah, after modify privilege has been assigned, now I'm going to change this one. See, statement executed successfully. Now you can see show parameters in database edw. See the, now default value is this one and current value is the 2 that has been affected. Okay, now we are going to see all privileges. Before that, all privileges, what I am going to do, I am going to execute this one. Yeah. So grants on database 5 are there. So now if you see, create schema, modify, monitor, and 5 ownership. Ownership if you see still with the admin only, sysadmin granted by, okay, sysadmin. See grant name also sysadmin only, granted by sysadmin. So now what I'm going to do, instead of this is just okay, we no need to do anything, just simply instead of one by one by using the this grant all, or we have a another, you can mention grant all privileges, like that you can give. So I will execute the both. So statement executed successfully, or you can execute grant all privileges also. Statement executed successfully. Now what I am going to do, I will try to change the or add the comments to a database. So now before giving to ownership privilege, so alter, let me alter database edw underscore dev set comments, this is created for demo purpose. Alter database name set. So see, statement executed successfully because we have given the all privileges, that's why we can. So this is the one, and now I'm going to change the ownership. So for this, what I'm going to do, show grants on database, let me execute this one before giving to show grants on database edw. So you still can see all this. Okay, now grant ownership on database edw to role. We are going to get this error by executing this statement here. See, SQL execution error, dependent grant of privileges create schema on securable edw. See, this is the error. So to transfer a ownership, you should not have any roles, you should not keep with any roles. So you have to transfer everything. So while grant ownership, to transfer ownership to somebody else, some means else means here other role, you have to yourself to revoke current grants. Okay, you do separate this one or along with the transfer also you can do. So for that, okay, grant ownership on database edw underscore dev to role name revoke current grants, so that whatever sysadmin having current roles on this database, so while transferring the ownership to role this dev underscore service eltl, so will be revoked. So statement executed successfully. Now what I am going to do, now let me execute after transfer the ownership. Okay, show grants on database edw underscore dev. So this time we'll get error, SQL compilation error, database edw does not exist or not authorized, because database exists but not authorized. Everything we have ownership, entire ownership from sysadmin to transfer to new role dev underscore service eltfr. So now onwards the owner of this database is the dev underscore service etlfr. That's why while executing the this command show grants on database edw underscore dev, we got the error. Now what I'm going to do, let me jump to this one. Now show grants on database edw underscore dev. See here, instead of earlier we have seen all the different roles one by one, but here once we transfer the ownership, then we can see only one row output. Okay, because ownership itself having all the privileges. Now please note that I have executed all these commands without using the warehouse. I think you might have not noticed. Then what I'm going to do, let me show you the what is the my current warehouse. Okay, select current underscore warehouse. See, null is there. So if you want to execute any ddl commands, okay, you no need to use the warehouse. If you are going to use the dml operations, now let me create one table, create table. Here's main schema. That test is the table name, a is the column. Okay, a is the column, this data type is the number. Okay, now what I am going to do, see, table created. To create a table also not required. Now what I am going to do, now I am going to insert data, insert into main dot test values 1. So now let me execute this statement. See, no active warehouse selected in the current, no active warehouse selected in the current session. Select an active warehouse with the use warehouse command. Please note that for this role I haven't assigned any warehouse to warehouse. That's why I'm just showing to execute ddl statements warehouse is not required. To execute dml operations warehouse required. Some cases if you are going to use the select statement warehouse may not require. This is not true for always. This case is not required because there is no change in the data. So select star from, because if there is a change in the data, when change in the data means suppose if you insert the data or update or delete, then in that case require the warehouse. Thank you for watching my video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like it, share it to your friends. Thank you again.